they're going to win those too.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing. Dalton. And he'll be hit as he releases it.
We're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both runners doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw here, Dalton. Olave holds it in. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Dalton, 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
93, 44. There you go.
And again, Andy Dalton to throw. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. Dalton. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to look to the positive side of this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Throwing is Hurts. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Hurts will throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we got a chance to put points on the board.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Dalton. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
This is all Brady remembers. When I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Dalton now to pass. And too much juice. It's incomplete. What's going on this drive? Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Down to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down, back to Sanders. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. This time, the extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Dalton. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Javon Hargrave, the D-tackle, getting the sack.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Another try after the first down sack. Dalton. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
That was yardage that they needed there after the sack and the first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Dalton here from the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go.
And Dalton to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And it'll be Dalton again. Smith catches left side. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. So Dalton now. And that's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They've been to 9 touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Dalton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Based on my math, they've been looking for it one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So on 4th down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well,
yeah.
Right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
I swear I'm leaving the city if y'all don't score. Okay, break.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. This is Smith with a grab. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. There's a nice move. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Throwing on second and long. Dalton. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
They'll try to pass on fourth down. Dalton. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Play action here with Dalton. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
To throw again on second down. Dalton. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Just what they needed to do for me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Going right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Lutz with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts going deep here for Watkins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson to Debo. And he's got room. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? This one taken in by Olave. Touchdown! Chris Olave. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Saints will have the football back. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some splaining to do, right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. By going for it, maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'll be a lot of questions in the post-game press conference.
Makes the rest of this fourth quarter and the rest of this game very interesting. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Again, it's Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. 95 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw here, Dalton. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Passing, it's Dalton. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Well, certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired. He still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Third down from the gun. Dalton to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty good there. Got it in that second, forced the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Fourth down, Dalton wants to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts going deep here for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. from the 21. It's 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Throwing is Hurts. And Pascal's got it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. On 2nd and goal, Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Touchdown, Eagles! Miles Sanders. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles have broken our tie and have taken a 4th-quarter lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
19.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Not quite the success they had. We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Herbert going to go to the air right away. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, but that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. They've got his man complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Jameis to throw it. There's Chris Olave. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, now allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground. This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
On third down, Winston. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Here's Winston. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is in a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, Winston.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. And a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up. Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd and 10, Winston. And his throw here is incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come out with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing, Winston. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive, it comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through a 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Herbert on first down now. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
To the air again, Herbert. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On first down, it's Herbert. Steps away to his left. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Herbert back to the air. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up third and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Chargers! Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert, and the Chargers have moved on in front. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over first down 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They run, it's Kamara. And this will wind up a Saints first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Oh, the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
Brings up
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and trying to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Winston now to throw on first down.
And we'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. To throw is Winston. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now Winston on 4th down. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. From the red zone now, Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down. Off the play fake, Winston. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Winston. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second down and goal. Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Third and goal, Winston. His pass caught with the full. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Lutz good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. A final shot before the break for Herbert. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st and 10, Winston. And a quick throw here that's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 36, Winston out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Here's Winston.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
There he goes, left side. The 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Back to it after the pick 6. Winston. It's Hill, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Winston. And he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. Olave holds it in. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They need need to get this to the 24 on third down. Now Winston. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Desperation time. Winston on fourth down. And some space here. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that will end up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing, Winston. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. Winston to throw for it on 4. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Herbert. And Allen's got it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
On first down, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Here's Herbert. the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
They snap it to Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New Orleans Saints and the New York Jets. Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This pass out wide to Hall. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Yeah, he'll find Hall. He'll get it inside the 20. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out in the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game. It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions in what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Zerline connects on the extra point. It's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's got some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They run it again with Kamara. And some room to maneuver. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. Defensively, you've always got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
On first down, Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Straight ahead is Hall.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down.
That's trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Saints are going to get it back here just past the 35.
You've got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Winston to give, it's Kamara.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Third and short yardage. Winston gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Room here to run. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Berrios now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Going right back to Wilson.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
So more for Jets first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Here's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
And the Jets are an extra point away from taking the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And we'll give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Winston now to throw on first down. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and that is incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Winston now. And he comes back with one complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 48. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. From the 35 on second down, Winston. This one taken in by Olave. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Winston. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Jameis to throw it. Finding Taysom Hill complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Kamara is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Third and goal. Winston to the right side and complete to Thomas. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. We're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side. I
would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Open man here is Conklin. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. They'll give to Hall. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Demario Davis there on the stop.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Wilson.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Thomas has got it, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On the counter, here's Kamara.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara.
96 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson, 51 yards. And the Saints use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Throwing is Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Again, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to get the football here at... EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints.
has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Rodgers going to the air to start things out.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. He'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Task 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They were right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play that has had an insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling the fact that the ball got turned over.
Nixon now from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Been able to find Alan Lazard. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. Alan Lazard, 64 yards.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied at 7.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive,
He's got a man, complete.
and he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And a short gain down to about the 33. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even...
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas, 33 yards.
And the Saints have taken the lead.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Nixon now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On first down, Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 45 on second down, Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 55 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Here's Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got good protection on crossing routes. Because you've got to give the receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot the receiver moving left to right.
So first and 10 now from the 30. To throw, Winston. Thomas brings it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Winston. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 2 jump plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Kamara up the middle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Kenny Clark, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone, and with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays, eat up chunks of yardage, and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Rodgers toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And the Saints pressure gets it. Brought down for a sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Forced out to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
A give. This is Kamara. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
To throw is Winston. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Johnson. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Winston to throw for it on 4. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston.
And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Lutz with the extra point. His guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Following the interception, Winston. He completes it to Olave. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On first and 10, Winston. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. Touchdown! Juwan Johnson. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Baltimore Ravens. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The drive will start with an option going left. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end. And they get him down. The number 3 takes him across the 40-yard line. The first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yeah. 13.
Here's Jackson to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Coverage was excellent downfield. I think he was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because everywhere he looked, they were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go ahead and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a bad play.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And in for the Ravens touchdown. James Prochet, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They begin on the ground with Kamara. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
From the 27, Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Winston. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Winston to Thomas there for the Saints' first down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. He'll get this up to about the 44. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 44, Winston. This throw is going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. On third down, Winston. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Jameis to throw it. Looking long for Thomas. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And some room to work. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 63 yards. And the Saints are back within a score. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the...
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good, and then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much, because as you noted, things change. Now they got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dwayne Washington taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
To throw again on second down. Jackson quickly into the hands of Robinson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he will have the Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 33. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Jackson's throw into the hand. And Andrews lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Kamara gets it again on second down. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 4th down. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And they'll work this down inside the 30. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The first down throw for Winston. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. To throw again on second down. Winston. And quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Winston. And it'll be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. They find some open field here. Touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy's simply sensational.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Deontay Hardy. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Saints. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Man, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Second half starts with a run by Dobbins.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, Jackson slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Winston now. This is complete to Michael Thomas.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Winston.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
On play action, Winston.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
From 17 yards out.
And the Saints have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time the move out in front.
Lutz good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Jackson from the shotgun.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson. His throw incomplete.
He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went to that eye contact just like he was driving over a speedboat. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Winston. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, Winston. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Winston. He completes it to Olave. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Running with Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive. Winston now from the 50. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Here's Winston. Got an open man. It's Olave. Winston on target to Olave for the Saints first. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Jameis now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. The end result, 21 yards. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
They run it again with Kamara. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline to talk over what to do next. Winston gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. So the completion good for 7 and a fourth down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle but couldn't spring himself free. Fourth down, Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point is up and good. We got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. It's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Now Winston. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here's Winston. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New Orleans Saints. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
And they go play action now. Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. In motion left goes Boyd. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26.
First down, Bengals.
They go play action with Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
We don't see him miss too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hand.
Here we go.
And that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
To the air again, Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Joe Mixon,
26 yards.
and the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Saints take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First play of the drive is success, 19 yards.
Winston to give, it's Kamara.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
But sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28.
That's good for the Saints. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Winston. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
On 2nd and 10, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Again, it's Winston. And that's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing at 7-3. So both teams coming with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 2 points. Game on.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had a big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Buying time to his left. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. And incomplete on a deep ball.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again. Maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Well, not content with the first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
Touchdown, Saints.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was up to the races. And once he had high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Finding room at midfield. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 18, 10.
1st and 10. Joe Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. From the 36, Burrow going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to get it off the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. And a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They're passing here. Joe Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, it's Burrow. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. Touchdown! Joe Mixon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle taken down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's good for the Saints.
Kamara. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Winston. And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for a Bengals TD. McPherson on for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score. Bengals 28, Saints 10. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Back to it after the pick-6. Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 36 yards on the play.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow being chased out left. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. A big play. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Jake Camarda, set to do the honors, and off we go now from Tampa. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The first throw, here's Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. First down, Winston. There's Chris Olave. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Again, it's Kamara. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Throughout the game, we're going to track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue: explosive runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, you got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you, because your first thought is we have to answer right now.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Brady and the Buccaneers here, first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Up the gut, Fournette. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Here's a give to Fournette. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. So third and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Check it, reload! Hey, 66.
To throw is Brady. And Brady, the tight end's got it. And some space here. Touchdown!
hoping he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point put through by Sucker, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave, 77 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. A handoff to Fournette. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's Brady. Flush to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. Third and long after that last sack. They'll look to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Brady to throw for it on fourth down. Open man, he's got it. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, 43 yards. And the Bucs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter? It's a jet and get things going in their direction. That was a nice job defensively disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on the receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
On third down, Winston. He gets it to Thomas. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Winston to throw for it on fourth. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is going to have the Saints first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on fourth down. Jameis to throw it. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Runs over, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. To the air again with Winston. He finds his man Johnson. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Winston. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield with man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Winston's throw complete there to Johnson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Again, it's Johnson. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be second down. Now Winston. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Got the man that time, man. They put a little too much heat on it, don't you think?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it instead of firing an absolute bullet. Here's Winston. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try.
From the right hash, this from 53. The kick by Lutz is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Leonard Fournette looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Fournette once more on second down.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Leonard Fournette as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point put through by Succop. And that will make this a 4-point game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Winston.
Olave over the middle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Saka, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's able to get out to the 32 right down there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Fourth down, Winston. And Thomas has it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll throw again. Winston. Complete. It's Johnson. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd and 6.
Play fake. Winston. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Jameis again. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Now Winston on 4th down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Winston. Johnson with a completion over the middle. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston, and he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
Winston to throw for it. It's complete, and he'll get in for the 2 points, and that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Brady. He completes it to Jones.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA's.
Second down, back to Fournette.
And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 32. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far.
They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Brady going to throw. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Fournette, a first down carry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Fournette once more on 2nd down. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Buccaneers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point put through by Succo. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. A first down throw for Winston. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'll give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again with Winston. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. Jameis now on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Winston. Touchdown!
Michael Thomas hauling in the Jameis Winston throw. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
35, Saints 32.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for third. Brady to throw. He's got Otten. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.